So I just made a video, right, dealing with fatigue, playing harmonica, right, dealing with fatigue, the pressure of getting something right all the time, the pressure of being correct, the pressure of, I don't know, the demand that I put on myself, the pressure of focus. Right, maybe I forgot to mention that. The pressure of focusing on one thing. Yeah, right, and right. I'm not arguing with Jason Ritchie. He's right when he says, um, he sort of says, do one thing well. It didn't use them words. He says something a bit like that. Yeah, if you want to do something well, then you need to commit yourself to it. I totally agree. But what I'm saying is, like, if it's one song and that's all you're doing, or if it's just bending and all that all the time, and that's all you're doing, it's going to do your head in. Or if it's just one set of scales all the time. Yeah, like if you look at any of these online teachers, they talk about how to create a practice schedule. I'm no good at them things. I'm no good at organization. I'm disorganized. I don't have that, right? But they would all say, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes of this, 3 minutes of that, 4 minutes of that, and then 15 minutes of that. Break your time up, because it's variation. But right, the answer, because the other one that I've just made is probably part one, dealing with fatigue. But I mostly spoke about the problem, I guess, really, and then the answer was, go and relax and take the pressure off and stuff. But how'd you take the pressure off? Well, it's not a new revelation to me, but it's sort of like, oh yeah, I know, I've heard of this, I've been here before, do you know what I mean? Well, yeah, because what I was doing actually on Tomlin's course, it's doing a 12-bar rhythm without a backing track and without accompaniment. So I think that's even without a metronome, because you provide your own metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and on your foot or something, tap your foot or click finger, provide your own. I think that it definitely says without accompaniment, without a backing track. So I'm taking it to mean without a metronome as well. So maybe I've taken that too what's the word? Too extreme. I don't know. Too literal. That's right. But anyway, so just to deal with that fatigue, the answer is either enjoy it with a metronome, because there's some rhythm. There's something, my mind's distracted on the rhythm. What I've been learning can be fun then. I won't do it all, because it's part of my submission. But the point is there. And also, he has provided a backing track, so I need to go and find that and play it and enjoy it. But this is what they say, a lot of them say, is, like your practice schedule, part of that needs to just be listening without harmonica. Well, I don't have that much time to do that, so yeah, I just need to sort of take the pressure off a bit and just have a listen, just listen more. And that's what I'm doing here with the metronome. That's, rather than it just be me going 1, 2, 3, 4, do it, and now it's playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, which is all wow. But after I've done that, because I want to get that 12-bar, partly provided by Tomlin, the other part is me, I've improvised it, which is no longer improvisation, because if I wanted to be pedantic about it, I've now written it down and now it's no longer improvisation. It's now premeditated, if you get what I mean. So that also might help somebody to understand what we mean by improvisation. Yes, at one stage it might be improvised, but if you've written it down, it's no longer improvised. But I am no pro, so I'm in the process, yeah. And if I get those licks down, and it's like, hey, I sort of made that up, yeah, then I can build on that. That's the point of it. Anyway, fatigue, vary it up, use metronomes, use backing tracks. Um, the the challenge is actually doing a 12 bar without accompaniment. But whilst I'm getting the 12 bar in my head, the licks, the licks that I'm gonna go and try it with a backing track, and I'm gonna try it more with the metronome because I'm ingraining the rhythm inside of me. So, and like I said in the last video, and just doing it there, it just sounds a bit different. So when you're dealing with fatigue, yeah. So also because one of the things that I was doing was this. So dirty note on the. I then couldn't even do a half step on the 3 because every time I done a half step on the 3, it was dirty. So I got into this sort of like, I can't even. It's because I then such determination to get dirty note all the time, right? and then try and play a single half step on the 3. And I couldn't get it, I couldn't get it clean. The reason being is because I spent so much dedication getting that dirty, and it was not the first time. So I can do it. That's dirty, and then half. So I can do it, and I am doing it. But it just, for me, change a key or change a brand or change a model, and it just brings this a little bit of a bit bit of a curve, a bit of a refreshing flow to it. So I hope that's helped anybody who's there. So the title is going to have the word fatigue in it, I guess. If you're tired and you're frustrated, I guess I could put that in there as well. So if you're tired, you're frustrated, well, they might be the reasons. Focusing on the same thing all the time, and I'm not speaking out against dedication and being committed to something. I just mean when you're just beating yourself up with the same thing, and you're trying to do it in 4 hours when it might take 6 months. That's what I mean. Yeah. And also maybe the whole correctness thing, gotta be right. So food for thought.